This actual ticket has been decided that I'm going to sing, so here we go. And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3, go. Adam Cole and the babies. 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 That was great. Good party for life. Good party for life. Good party.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a great WrestleMania weekend and an even better start to their week. This is THS Wrestling presents That Wrestling Show. My name is John, and I am a man who watched, once again, way too much of the great sport of professional wrestling this past week. And I am joined by a man who was there live at WrestleMania XL. Neeson, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm a lot a bit broke at the moment. I doubled down my life savings. All $123 on Cody actually losing, and yeah.
Wow.
Cody actually finished the story.
He did it.
He actually got on that horse, rode it through Pound Town, and finished. He actually finished.
He did, and he had some help in finishing as well.
He had a lot of help. He had tremendous amount of help. You know what? That should have been in the books. Okay, everybody's talking about, oh, good, Roman's the underdog, and yeah, of course he's the underdog. Who would have thought that Cody Rhodes would have generations of help? I mean, he had the GOAT and John Cena. He had Pingle's GOAT and The Undertaker. He also had, I don't know, like The Rock. Like The Rock got speared on Saturday. He got speared on Saturday, so he wasn't 100% on Sunday. This is ridiculous. And then he had, I mean, the architect, the visionary, the revolutionary, the guy that told him that I will be your shield, and everybody laughed at him. Then what does he do? He has 70,000 people losing their whole logic of a brain. I mean, the wrestling fans, but losing the logic that they had in their brains to think, is John Moxley coming down with Seth Rollins right now? Everybody's looking in a crowd, and the whole 30-degree weather, it was probably below zero, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm from California, so that weather was stupid cold. And it was just Seth Rollins to go out on his shield. Nobody bet that. Nobody knew. So I'm sorry. I'm broke. A lot of people in there who listen to me broke.
I got several texts. Tell Neeson thanks. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sorry. I am too.
Man. Wild and crazy stuff. Well, we're going to try and make sense of everything that happened this past weekend. But Neeson, as I said, you were there live and in person. Dylan, what's up? Ken, what's going on? Kat, what's up? Matthew, how we doing? You were there live and in person. How was it? How was WrestleMania XL weekend for you?
Guys, WrestleMania was cold as fuck. That's what it is. You can cuss on it. It was cold as fuck. Okay, look, I wasn't like joking about it being sorry, I'm uploading some stuff here for you guys. I wasn't joking about it being cold and like I had on, so we're in the press box, and the first day I was like, oh, it's gonna only be like a little bit cold. have my nice WrestleMania jacket. Look at this jacket.
Yeah, dude, that's a sweet jacket.
Yeah, my nice little WrestleMania jacket on. Little sweater under it, like a little light something.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely not. They kept showing every time they showed the weather, people got mad. That's how it was like, it's 50 degrees. No, it is 32 degrees outside. I commend Saturday was the coldest, and I commend every wrestler. If you notice, nobody was sweating.
No.
No one, no sweat at all. Why? Because it was freezing and the wind was blowing. Okay, so no sweat. Gust of 15 miles per hour winds. I think it got up to like 17 or something like that. It was wild. Is that tear resistant? Tear resistant. It is definitely tear resistant for sure. It's a nice jacket though, guys. Like, I mean, I had to get it.
Yeah, that's
it
a
is
great jacket.
But no, man, it was beautiful. I think I got there super early. You could feel the city was already buzzing. WWE World is incredible, man. Like, I didn't do the entrance. I didn't do the make your own entrance thing. I wanted to do it so bad, but when I got there, it was like closed, and then it was a line forever.
You got to do the belt thing though.
I had to do the belt thing. That was great. WWE caught me doing that, by the way, at some point, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, shout out. Tim was with me most of the time, man. We had an ECW set up. The Bloodline room was incredible. God, that was incredible, man. Ahead of the table room. Bray Wyatt had a setup over there, which was it was amazing and also just special. Like, you watched it, and are you just like being in the fun house, and then they had the door with the music just playing, and it was beautiful. The Pat McAfee show stage was incredible too. Like, Fanatics ran the world, and they did an incredible job with it, man. It was really, really dope. But I went to every show, except Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 2 nights at WrestleMania, Hall of Fame.
Were you at the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but I was smart. I left right after Heyman.
Good call.
I left right after Heyman because look, I will show you one picture. So, true story. Apparently,
hey,
I said, let's take this picture. Apparently, it was after Wrestlemania. Apparently, yeah, I don't remember taking it. I don't remember Jim being there. I don't remember any. I remember talking to Tegan. I remember talking to Tegan, having some drinks before I left to Wrestlemania with my boy with Nigeria, already toasted. Talking to Tegan, talking to Big E, talking to Omos. I was drunk. Yeah, and left. Saw Tegan and Piper. Had drinks, left. She was like, come back after Wrestlemania. Was like, bet. Apparently, I got back there after Wrestlemania. And I don't remember how I got back to my hotel room. I don't remember asking to take that picture. If you look, my eyes are closed.
Yeah.
And Piper's is too. We had a great
looking
time.
Spry as ever.
Yeah. It was a great time. And Mania week, I got to hang out. I just want to give a shout out to Mimi.
Yes.
Mimi, man, she's so incredible. Got to meet got to meet Andreas for the first time. I'm a big Heroes Rock person. I supported them, so I got to be able to meet him and follow him and chat with him and support him in the Big E brunch. That was dope. It was just a great time. It was a great time. Wrestling is great. It is really a beautiful community that you realize you only see once a year, or maybe like once or 4 times a year, you know? Steen drove you. Yeah, that's probably, I think he's one person I didn't see. Like, I saw Sammy, saw everybody. because we were definitely drinking at the Talent Hotel and drinking with everybody. But shout out to Mike Rome, man. Shout out to Kayla. Had a great couple of nights.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm here
Well,
now, and I don't know how.
I had a much more sober wrestling experience. I actually went to two different parties with two
They're trying to
different
kill everybody. I just
the
want to put that
C4.
out there. Imagine a wrestling crowd walking around with free C4. Like when I say free C4, it was please.
Yeah, that's
Take them.
like I think at SDCC I saw them just handing out monsters, and I was like, this seems bad.
Yeah. Did I? Yes, I did. You know who else I saw? By the way, who else I saw? Kiana and Carmelo.
Oh,
Saw Kiana and Carmelo. That was dope to run into them together. And I showed them some pictures that I took of them.
oh, cool. Oh, that's great.
So it was dope being able to vibe off them. But yeah, so how was your WrestleMania weekend?
Did you tell him that I always believed in him and knew that he would be a star?
I didn't tell him that, but what I did tell him, and he told me to hit him. I told him I showed him, told him I had some amazing pictures. He's like, "Yo, hit me, let's talk." So I'll definitely tell him that, and I will definitely tell him that it was you that put me onto him during the match I called for. What?
Yeah. The scramble match. Yeah, I sent you a bunch of his matches. Oh my god.
You did. It was him. That's when I first got eyes on him, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" Casanova is incredible.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Absolutely great. But my Mania weekend was good. I went to two separate parties. We went to the Neft HQ on Sunday, which was a lot of fun. I hung out with I'd say 4 or 5 friends on Saturday.
Nice.
Literally just had Thriller TV up Wednesday through Sunday, which is Fight TV, whatever they call it now.
Yeah, I think they changed it, right?
Yeah, it's like Triller or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Had that up all week. I consumed a lot of wrestling. There were a lot of great indie shows going on. I didn't even watch anything that was on independent wrestling.tv, and that seemed like there was a lot going on there. But oh my god, just so much. Bloodsport was okay. So here's what I'll say about Bloodsport. Because I always, and I've talked to someone who's in this chat right now about Bloodsport. Every time I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's Bloodsport. I'm so excited. And then I watch Bloodsport and I go, that was okay. That's literally every time. This time, however, I thought the Nomura versus Abe match was great. Baszler versus Slamovich was amazing as well. There were some pretty good matches. Yeah. Oh, Slamovich had a weekend for sure. She had an amazing match with Mike Bailey at it's Amazing Red's promotion, House of Glory. They had a really good match. And the Dempsey match was fun too. Yeah, there was a lot of Neeson. You need to go back and watch For the Culture just for Swole and AC Mac on commentary. They were having the time of their lives. It was so good. And I didn't get to finish watching For the Culture, but I mean, once again, an amazing show. The only reason I'm making an annoyed face right now is because Henson will not stop barking. One day left till my wife gets back. One day.
Speaking of Swole, I was able to not only meet Swole, but get to chat with her and talk to her, hang out with her. Man, such a treat, such a beautiful soul. She's everything that's right in professional wrestling, and just in general. Like I think in when especially when it comes to Black creatives in these spaces that aren't really told the truth to our faces, but placate in other places. I did not mean to rhyme that. I did not mean to rhyme that. That sounded terrible. But she's just such a, I mean, in realest terms, a real one, man. Like, so shout out to Swole, and forever will we'll have her back on those things in those spaces, man, for sure.
Right on, absolutely. Yeah, but
Yeah, so I gotta watch
definitely
it. I will watch it.
you have to, because it's literally just a bunch of friends hanging out and then beating the shit out of each other. Basically, it was very, very good. Thomas, what's going on? Garcia, what's going on? Yes. Oh, and shout out to Jack Farmer, who was calling a bunch of the shows this weekend. I think he called
Yeah, Jack
Progress.
Farmer's out there putting in work.
Yes, he was. He called Progress.
Yeah.
I think he did call some of the GCW shows. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember them. I think he called a lot of shows this weekend. So shout out to him. He did the Defy show, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but yeah, it was good to see Jack on a lot of commentary, not just one, like a lot of commentary.
It was great. It was great.
So we have literally not even talked about NXT or WrestleMania or Raw yet, but I do want to pose the question out to everyone, and we will get to it later, but I just want everybody's answers right now so we can just go through them. What do you think? Go ahead.
Before you ask the question, Garcia, don't be jealous, because I may have been there physically, but mentally,
he was not.
Guys, I found a video. I would never air it. Never. A video of me and Seahawk, me and Cam rambling, me recording it, rambling for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Not only am I recording it this way, and he's right here, I'm talking to people on that side of the camera. I'm recorded in 4K and 60 frames per second. No reason
my memory
to have no reason to have 1 minute and 30 seconds of pure assery going on for 1 minute and 30 seconds at 4K at 60 frames a second, and all the ad libs. It's a legendary video that will live on for time. But that just summed up my end of Wrestlemania. So don't be jealous. Don't be jealous at all. It was whiskey all night. Cam asked about that and said, "Look,
that's a friend right there. That's a friend right there.
Exactly. No comment. It was, you know why no comment? Because we don't know. We don't know. But yes, please ask the question. I just had to talk about Wrestlemania, because I will tell you this. Freeway came out. BDC. It was Philly. It was Philly to the fullest. It was fit, bro.
Wasn't Philly Freeway in the Def Jam Vendetta game?
Yeah, the last one. Was that Fight for New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Philly was a time. A time.
Well, I guess before I get to the question, we have a question for you that a lot of people have asked me, and I said, I don't think so. But I don't know, because I feel like I didn't ask you.
Is the question because you want to know who got kicked out? Is that the question?
No, I'm legitimately wondering.
Oh no, I was saying for Thomas.
Oh
no. So press conference is a little tricky. No, I didn't go, but this press conference, they had fans there. They had priority pass fans that was in the back, and so it was a little more tighter than usual. But yeah, All of my colleagues that were in there was definitely talking about it. A fan is who got kicked out.
A mark. A
Yeah,
straight mark.
for
Yeah.
booing our tribal chief. Okay, Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. Let's put that. Let's just put it there. The man came out looking like a Greek god, a Samoan Greek god. Okay, like the what he came out. I just literally just dropped down. I was like, I need to do burpees. Like, I need to do burpees right now. Why am I eating this amazing cheesecake, WWE? Stop feeding us cookies and tiramisu. Did you see Roman Reigns with his shirt off in 30-degree weather? Did you see that? Did you see that? Stop feeding me chocolate chip cookies and tiramisu. I'll take 3 more.
All right, so I'm gonna pose the question
Yeah.
to the chat. We will go back and go through everyone's answers. What do you think The Rock handed to Cody Rhodes during the opening segment of Monday Night Raw? And then he followed it up by saying, "Don't you ever break my heart again." What do you think he handed? What do you think he handed Cody Rhodes?
I think he handed
Go ahead.
Cody the brass ring. I
The
think
brass ring.
I think, for filling it, saying you don't have to even look at it, you know what it is, right? And for The Rock thinking that he was going to take the brass ring and carry this next generation to the or next era to new heights. Instead, it was Cody. And so he said here, the one thing that Cody kept talking about since he left, I mean, they made it in AEW, the brass ring, right? Like they made it a thing in AEW because of that. I think he handed him the brass ring. What about you?
So I've kind of been going back and forth on what it was that he handed to him. Was it an actual physical object? Was it maybe something more meaningful than that? I think one thing it could be is it could be two things. I think the discount code for Tremana is great.
Do your first. Do your thing, because let's just read down all of them later. Just do your thoughts first.
So I think there was a on the Pat McAfee show, Cody said, I got 4 Rolexes. I'm wearing one of them. I got one of them for Seth. And then we saw the watch, what it was, and then Roman was wearing that one at the Hall of Fame. We never saw Rock with his on. So I'm assuming it was both symbolic and I don't want your gift. And also you fucking lied to me.
Oof.
It's like a double thing. Like, don't you ever break my heart again by promising me I can have the biggest match at WrestleMania and taking it away from me, and there's nothing I could do about it. Because we know he's coming back for him. So I think that's what it is. I mean, but we already so I guess but he already had his watch.
Well, they already he had his watch on. He had the gold watch on, actually. Dusty's watch from when he pawned it.
And
Triple H and Nick Khan bought it for him.
So they got it back already, unless I don't really think we can do that in like a kayfabe way. Because that doesn't.
They already told the story.
They already told it, yeah. So I think it's the watch that Cody gave him,
and then he
it
broke
could
it.
Also be, I saw something that was very interesting. It could be the key. No, it could be the keys to Cody's bus. basically saying I was the one that started the fire in your bus. Don't ever
The
break my heart
DJ
ever
started the
again.
fire. DJ started the fire.
So it
Shout
could
out
be
to my
one of
Office
those. I
fans.
feel like I had another I don't think it's this. This seems like I feel like there's too much meaning behind it, and I don't think we saw it like break or anything. Did we? No.
I wish he gave him a box, like just a box, so
And
we
he
could all
opened it
do
and it was
what's
just
in
a
the box.
glowing
Yeah,
aura.
and then
Pulp
and it
Fiction.
was, and then at the end it was Roman Reigns' vest, and he just gave it to him, like,
How
here
you
you
gotta
go.
wear the vest.
Now you gotta wear it. It's yours. Let's go down some of these. I like that. I like those. I want to go down some of these first,
Yeah,
so we
let's
can
go
just
down.
read them all. Let's see. I know Dylan was first with the aura one. Okay, so he says his aura, which I mean, that could be real. A red bead from the Roman Reigns necklace. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bead, but also like I think you said it's two.
That
I
feels
think
like
it's
I get where you guys are coming from, but then that I don't know. That just feels
yeah.
weird.
It feels like it doesn't feel like a good payoff if it's that, right?
Yeah, because it
Um,
feels like he gave him a gift, but the gift is not really a gift; it's a message.
right.
If that makes
The
sense.
the golden egg from Red Notice. Austin Theory already broke that. Ridiculous theory. Um, he gave him a discount code to Terramata. I would rather have locker codes to 2K, but yeah, I mean discount code to Terramata works. The receipt to his cheat day. Okay, that's just what we all want. Okay,
Yeah.
we want the receipt to the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies on a cheat day, even though I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Oh,
You
good
gotta
to
die
know.
happy. You gotta die happy, man. Gotta die happy, man. Yeah, the watch thing. We talked about that. Cody knows what it is. He does. I hope so. What if it's like that'd be too bad. Fuck that. What if it's like a empty condom wrapper and he was like, "This is for Mama Rhodes.
This is
What she
for
should have
Mama
used."
Rose.
Like it just gets real deep. Just gets real, just deep. 2 tickets to UFL game. Hey man, they don't have an LA team, so whatever. Cody and Rock at SummerSlam will be a spectacle. Yeah,
That's the
I don't
play,
know
right?
how else you're gonna get to. Well, I think it's Cody and Rock at WrestleMania. To be honest, like I think we're
Bro, we're gonna wait
headlining.
another year, you think?
Absolutely,
Well then
absolutely.
so are you of the thought that if it happens, the Bloodline Civil War, part 2 happens before
Yeah,
Cody versus Rock?
yeah,
Wow. What are you
yeah,
guys come here.
yeah. Dwayne gives a copy of the 90-second video Nice in a seat. I need to find Cody. Where's that bus at? Where's that? Let's find that bus.
This is a
Photos
great
of Ric
callback.
Flair and Brandy at the post.
That's a great callback.
Elizabeth and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Before Photoshop was Photoshop, guys. What a time.
Yeah.
What a time. The key to the vault, the key to the vault to bring back the wing. Hey, I thought that's what we was gonna get on Monday, which we should have gotten, but
I also
here
thought
we are.
that's what we were gonna get on Monday.
But
I feel like there might be complications with that just because of copyright with the belt or trademark with the belt. Like they don't
with the
hold
person that
it.
made it.
Yeah, I can't remember. That might also have been what happened with Intercontinental title, but I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean,
But
look,
yes, it would be very nice to see a modern day winged eagle belt because Cody has said, he also said I've already gotten in trouble for saying I want to change it.
yeah,
Uh So who
Keep saying.
knows? I think it would be cool, but I don't know. I don't know. That's just me.
Sorry, I forget we're live on Instagram.
Oh, we're live on Instagram.
We're live on the THS Instagram. THS dot wrestling is Instagram. We should be. Are we not? I don't think we are. Oh, all right, whatever. I guess it didn't go
Are
through.
we not? Oh no.
Yeah, it was supposed to go through. Oh, I never clicked go live.
Well,
My fault. Now we're live.
hooray. Only 30 minutes. Well, it's a good thing we haven't talked about any of the actual events besides something that happened on Monday Night Raw at the beginning of the
Right.
So that's good at least.
Yeah, that's great.
Anybody catch the shortened name of the title? No.
What is it? Just so is it not World Heavyweight Universal or Heavyweight Championship? What's the title of it now?
World Universal Champ. I don't know.
Universal Heavyweight Champion. Oh, the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. That's the title.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yeah, that's the title. Yeah, man. All right, let's go down. You watch WrestleMania, right?
Absolutely.
First night. What was the match for you? Give me the match of your night, the match of the night, and a moment of the night.
Okay, match of the night for me, I'm looking at it right now, was it's hard to man, that main event was 44 minutes long. Holy. It's hard for me to choose between Sami Zayn, Gunther, and the main event. But
choices.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn Gunther. I think that was my match of the night.
Okay.
I know, which is crazy because we had the biggest tag team match of all time, and that match was great too. But I did really like Sami Zayn Gunther. I like the entire we get the before match interview with him and his family. I thought that was very cute. Then we get Kevin Owens hyping him up, and we get it's one continuous shot all the way out to the ring, which is great. It was really good. I really liked that match, and I told people because it's Mania, and sometimes they go, "Hey, can we do this?" And they're like, "It's Mania, sure." And I said, "Do you think he does the top rope brainbuster?" And he absolutely did. And it was great. It was great. It was very, very cool. I think yeah, to me that felt very special. The main event was also great. You asked for a moment of the night. You know what the moment of the night for me was? Because we're 34 minutes into this episode and we haven't mentioned this man yet. The moment of the night for me was R-Truth winning the tag titles.
Wow.
That's my moment because that was probably, and you could maybe confirm for me, was that one of the biggest pops of the night? It felt like it was. Or the weekend? It sure as hell sounded like it was.
It was still a little early, so people weren't as cold. It was definitely a big pop for sure. We heard it through the glass because Saturday we couldn't have the big glass doors open. It was just way too cold, but we heard it through the glass. Yeah, DIY came out to Awesome Truth's Titantron. That was funny, but
yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, I think that works. So my moment of the first night is hands down to me is the big three: Jade, Bianca, and Naomi
coming down
giving
on
us a Beyonce concert.
Yes,
at WrestleMania. And not only that, Jade just looked like a fucking star, bro. Like like she jumped off of that mat. Like, I mean, and we're at the press box, and everyone's just like, yo, this whole time. We all seen it. We all seen it. Like, you need to be at WrestleMania. You need to be in the same room with Bianca Belair. And we got that. And that being my moment, and also I will piggyback that to the press conference with them. Like, just give me a 3-woman podcast of them. Like, I want a WWE women's podcast with the 3 of them: Bianca, Naomi, and Jade, and them talking about all the women things. I would just want to be a fly on the wall because it was so beautiful watching them bounce things off each other and just energy and pretend like nobody was there. And we forget Bianca makes all her gear. I just give me that. Give me the Big 3 podcast coming now on WWE, Spotify, whatever the hell. Give it to me. That was my moment of Saturday. My match of Saturday. Yeah, that's tough because honestly, it's between. I really love the opening. I think Seth Rollins and Drew killed it. I think it had a lot of feels of when Seth had the Brock match opening up in 2019. Where they just went, you finisher after finisher after finish. They went balls to the wall, man. And it was a great opener. And then the CM Punk, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest cashing in, the meme of the whole thing, the camera turning with CM Punk doing the thing when the music plays. Like oh man.
Are we going in the night 2?
That was night 1, right?
Nope.
No.
Punk was night.
Who opened? Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, the Rhea and Becky opened. Yeah, so night 1 most will be the tag match for sure. Like, I love Sammy. I loved it. I thought I was hella surprised. Very, very surprised. But it got to be the tag match, man. The Rock was in there bumping like Dolph Ziggler, and
he bumped 11 times, like we counted.
Like he was in there going, but like his selling, it was. You didn't think he was
he did way more than I thought he would do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't think he was a 52-year-old man that hasn't wrestled in a decade. Like, he was out there and he looked like a fucking god, bro. Like, that was great. Like, those 2 dudes was at 0% body fat. And then Cody Rhodes, 0% body fat. Like, it was WrestleMania season. The best of the best. We're the best wrestle. It was WrestleMania season. And it felt like it with that tag match. Loved every bit of it. Loved the end. Loved the callback. Love Rock getting speared. Love the scream of the spear. The look on Roman's face. All those things felt like seed. We're about to be eating from a forest for eons. Loved it.
Absolutely. I know we're trying not to be negative anymore, but I will at least say I was severely disappointed in the Uso versus Uso match. It felt like something was way off in that match.
Which match?
Jimmy versus Jay.
So I've seen a lot of people say that online, and I will say in the stadium it didn't feel that way. But I seen a lot of people say, like, I think it reminded me of when Daniel Bryan and The Miz first, when they got to fight in 2017, I think it was, and it was like you expected this emotional bout, this thing, and it didn't really click at first. And I think them possibly doubling it back at Backlash or something like that, I think because it's like they're your brother versus brother WrestleMania main event. I mean WrestleMania headline match. Like you're doing. I think it felt. I could see why people may feel like it felt like it didn't fully click all the way. Or didn't like live up to his expectations.
Yeah.
Um,
It went up and
but
down, and I feel like it ended on a down. Like it was like that's it.
yeah,
There were
the
some
little
decent moments in there.
the part of when he was begging or like kind of
Yeah, that was good.
I want to. Yeah, I think I know in our section it kind of took everybody. I was like, "Come on, Jay, what the hell is wrong? Like, we're doing this. Like, this is what we're doing." Um, but yeah, I would have to watch it back. I'm interested to watch it back. I would definitely want to watch it back to see how it played out.
Yeah, I mean it's like 11 minutes, so it's really nothing nothing that you'll be spending too much.
Yeah, they also probably got the time cut.
I think they might have. I honestly thought that maybe Jimmy had gotten hurt or something. It just felt like we were standing around for a
Yeah,
while.
I don't know, but that spear through the table on the stage,
Yeah, I
boy.
was like, well, if he wasn't hurt before, he definitely. When that spear happened, I went, "Oh my god, there was no
Yo,
table there." I didn't think there was a
yeah,
table there.
but we were like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Until they like went and like they showed the cut, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
god, thank God they fell on
Yeah,
something.
I was
Like,
like,
yo,
"Oh my
what?
god." I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're
it
really just
was
like, we need a crazy moment. I'm just gonna spear you off the stage.
the Undertaker choke slamming the Rock isn't crazy enough. Give us something more. It's like,
Yeah.
you got it.
Well, I guess let's talk about night 2, and I will pose the same questions. Moment of the night for you and match of the night.
Moment of the night for
Night
me. I
2.
want to Dylan, to your point. Honestly, man, that show was that match was so chaotic. We didn't see like our eyes was locked in on everything. Like it was pure chaos. Pure. Night 2. I think it'll be well. I mean, the main event. Main event is the match. Like I can't even. I loved other matches, but the main event, yeah, they got it. The moment of the night. Bailey winning. Bailey winning, and I mean, yes, Bailey's won at WrestleMania before, right? Orlando, I believe that's what it was. Forgive me, I'm just talking off my brain. I don't have time to Google. But Bailey winning just felt right. It felt like we're finally getting a Bailey run where she's appreciated. Now, we people always appreciated Bailey.
Yeah.
I think now everyone is going to appreciate Bailey. I love the music. The role model. The Egyptian entrance was very interesting. I wonder with all the entrances and it being cold and windy, I wonder how it changed certain things as well.
So I don't think you probably didn't, because I assume you didn't have commentary in the booth or where you
We
were.
we did, but I mean, it wasn't like we had the TVs going, but we weren't paying
So
attention. What
I
was
have
being
to go
said?
back. I have to go back and actually like listen to the full quote, because I was like, oh, I was like, I know where that place is. I've been to that place. In San Jose, there is an Egyptian museum. And it has the most Egyptian artifacts. It's the only
That's
place in
dope.
the world that has the most Egyptian artifacts other than places in Egypt. And it's a pretty
That's
cool
dope.
place. If you ever go to San Jose and you got some time, I suggest going. But they shouted it out, and I went, "Oh, I know that place." So, but also when she was on the Indies, I believe every single one of her pieces of gear somewhere had like the Eye of Ra or some
Yeah,
sort of Egyptian symbolism on it. So yeah. So they shouted that out. I think they might have also shouted out the San Jose Rose Garden as well, which is just like it's
Damn.
really weird to hear San Jose stuff being shouted out on a show that was watched 1.3 billion times or something like that. Yeah,
We also
wild.
need Snoop Dogg on every single commentary booth. Pat McAfee, look, I guess people give Pat McAfee shit. I don't
The internet
understand
hates
why.
him. Twitter hates him.
I don't understand why,
I
but
don't either.
he was incredible. Shut up, Cole.
He was great.
It's oh my, he was amazing. And then Snoop, come on, man. When the Kendo 6 came out, he was talking about the kid. That's like we were getting little bits and pieces because we're like, got a crowd here, there's here. So like the little things that were like penetrating our ears, you just hear like the press box just erupt in laughter. And it's like, man, that's what's like, I have to go back and read. I remember one time, I don't know who said what, but I know they were laughing their ass off because Pat McAfee said something and then it just went dead. And then Corey Graves came back and said something. And it just was like dead. And you could tell they're just dying. Snoop and Pat McAfee. Oh, and like Pat McAfee said, like, yeah, like things like what do you say? Like it's very high on the bus or something like that. It was like, God damn, man, give us more Snoop. But it's not enough. It's not, man. Like, even Raw, like him to have that energy on Raw was incredible. The night 2 is the greatest night in WWE history, in my opinion. Hey, like night 2 could have easily just been WrestleMania.
I agree.
Like it didn't even need a night. Night 1 was spectacular, but night 2 could have just been WrestleMania, and everybody would have been like, "That was great. What a time."
I 100% agree.
Yeah. Like night 2 was incredible. Night 2 was great.
I mean, we got I'm kind of like on LA Knight, but dude deserved a Mania win, and he got it against AJ Styles, which is crazy. So I mean, good for him.
AJ's new music.
AJ new theme. Yeah.
Does AJ doesn't miss? AJ
like
just
a
doesn't
Nelly song, right?
Like it's just.
I gotta find it. Somebody was like, I think this is the song reference. And it was a Nelly song. I don't know what album it's from, but I went, holy shit.
Well, I did. Speaking of references, I talked to Trick. If you guys haven't seen the video, make sure you follow THS Wrestling on Instagram. It's on there. But Trick said his music was inspired by Family Ties. And when he said it, I'm like, You hear me go like, huh, okay. Like I didn't hear that, and then I went back and listened to Family Ties, and I was like, "This is 100% Family Ties." Like 2021, I ain't taking no prisoners. Like that whole part, like I was like, "Oh yeah, this is it. This is it." So yeah, shot A, didn't feel like a WWE match. It felt like, LA Knight. Oh, and they mentioned. Michael Cole mentioned him
before
wrestling other promotions, so that was dope.
Yeah, man.
We're definitely in a new era.
We are, and I think we'll talk about that a little
for
more
100 times because that's all they kept saying for the last 4 days. Fuck Vince McMahon. That's what they said. Fuck Vince. We're here now. Paul Heyman's whole speech.
Stephanie said,
"We're here now.
I'm the most excited for this WrestleMania. You've literally been at all of them."
You were at the first WrestleMania.
I'm excited for the Triple H era. This is Paul Levesque video. The new Then, Now, and Forever. Then, Now, Forever.
Together. Yeah. Got the whole multiverse new entrance video. Shit is incredible.
Yes. I mean, match of the night for me obviously was probably Cody and Roman. I can't like all the other matches I thought were either good to great. Moment of the night. You know what moment of the night for me was? Kevin Owens and Randy Orton just being pals. That's what was.
That was
That's
dope.
what.
That was
That was
dope.
the
That
moment
was
for
just
me.
that just put a smile on my like. I love watching people having fun at work,
Yes. And
and it seemed like they
Triple H
had.
also said that we're all having fun.
It seemed like that. It seemed like they
Yeah.
were just having a grand old time. Like only person that seemed like they were not having fun was LA Knight when he had to be in a ring for Cody's win. He was the only one I was just like,
Yeah. Why was he? Yeah, he was just like, okay, I'm here, I guess. That was wild.
it's not me. It's not me. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of talk of this is the new era. This is Triple H's era. Thank you, Triple H. Here's Triple H. We love Triple H and his era, the era of Triple H. Like they were, it was. I love professional wrestling. We were saying professional wrestling like it was going out of style.
Oh, we're saying belts like we needed to hold up our pants all day. I'm coming to get that belt. Let me hold that belt. When I won that belt, and when Drew was talking, like it was just a bunch of belts. It was belts on belts over there. It was just belted up.
They should have only played Grayson Waller's theme, and honestly, they should just do what Vince wanted to do with Christian and put the blue dot over Austin Theory's face.
Austin Theory.
You know what I knew?
Will be the biggest star.
No, he won't. He's not going to be. He's fucking done. You know why he's done? They refer to him as Grayson Waller's protege. That is.
They
said it on SmackDown. Yep. They said it on SmackDown.
Wow.
He's, as the kids say, cooked.
Wow.
He's done. He's done.
Was that Corey Graves that said that?
It had to have been.
Damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, I've been watching. Not like full shows, but I'm watching enough. I'm watching enough.
I mean, I didn't
say that.
Yeah, I didn't. I definitely didn't have I didn't have sound on SmackDown.
Oh, I don't think it was this week, but it was like a week or two ago.
Oh,
it wasn't like recently.
Oh, I thought it was like recently. Well, hey.
Well,
we're in a new era.
We're in a new era. Now he's no one's protege. He's just a guy again.
He's just a guy again. Okay,
yeah. Just a guy.
Austin Theory will.
What'd you think of Raw? Because I watched pretty much all of it.
It was an NXT showcase, and I loved every bit of it.
Yes.
I think, new era. I think we're here. I think, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez was probably the name that I heard tossed around the most around in the weekend, and she is exactly what she says she is. She's a prodigy. She is Roxanne Perez. She's the person that we've been talking about since ROH. And I can't wait till she gets drafted. I really can't. Definitely was surprised that she won on Saturday, but not mad at all. Shock Pingo is still with us after. Yo, I tweeted that. I'm like, somebody check.
I was at this computer, and as soon as his music started playing, I lost my mind.
Oh,
I was a 10-year-old kid clapping like a crazy person. And he won, which was great. And he declared for the draft, which I think is that the first time NXT people have been like,
I wanted to talk about declaring for the draft.
Love it.
I love that. Yo, I'm declaring for the draft. Like, yeah, get drafted and go get Gunther at Bash at Berlin. Go get it. Go make money.
I wonder, because do you think Jacob Fatu declares for the draft?
Yo, that'll be dope.
A free agent?
the free agent. That
I
will be
think they
fire.
should do that too. I think that'd be very cool. And
Well, would
Tomatonga,
Julia
yep.
would Julia clear for the draft?
I would like her to. That was also a very pleasant surprise. I would like her to, but I feel like we might want her to punt kick some of these volleyball players in NXT.
Well, first of all, soon as Roxanne won, our whole section was like, "Oh damn, Julia about to beat her ass." We all said that was like, "Oh damn."
Unfortunately, Roxanne does not have that. Doesn't have to happen until after May because Julia still has dates that she has to complete, and one of those dates is my birthday, May 4th, for Noah. So I think that might be her last date. I'm not sure. So,
But is it going to be a handshake deal, or are they still going to let her work Noah and WWE?
well, I think she's only working that one Noah date. So I think oh well, I mean she could report like now, but I don't
That's
know.
what
I don't know the rest of the schedule.
Yeah. All I know is, yeah, she's gonna beat the shit out of Roxy, and I felt bad. I wish I would have did press junket. So press junket was on Friday, and I wish it was like after the NXT thing, so I could just ask her like, "All right, how good is your insurance?" Like, yeah, it's not gonna be. It's not. I mean, it's not gonna be fun showing up to work that day, you know.
Julia.
But it's gonna be great. Shout out Smooths. I see you. I see you in the comments. What do you say? Does Mr. Whoop That Trick himself come up to? No, I don't think so, man.
He's beating Ilya.
Yeah, I think he. I don't know. Carmelo just ran out and beat the shit out of both of them, so we'll see where that goes. But it should be interesting.
I
What a
think
time,
he
man.
loses, or we do the whole I got drafted to Raw, I'm dropping the title, and now we're having a tournament or something. But I think Ilya would do the right thing and lose to Trick on the way out. Because I think it's Trick and I think it's Mello and Ilya for sure are coming up. For sure.
Yeah.
Dylan, I
Tonight.
will send you some Julia matches.
Yeah.
Remind
Tonight-
me later.
Tonight was great on NXT. NXT is, boy, that was great. And I never rooted hard for Roxanne in my life, you know. And now I'm a Lola Vice fan as well, you know. Hey, I mean, I was a Lola Vice fan before, but now it's go fight, win, you know.
I think I said this a couple of months ago. I think that's what I would have liked, but
I think a lot of us for sure.
it's going to be interesting because we do have that in Germany. What are we going to do with Gunther? Is he going to get a championship match? Is it going to be him versus is it going to be him versus Damian Priest maybe? Him versus Cody? I don't know.
I think you do him. I think you do Dragunov versus Gunther. But him versus Cody looks great on paper.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I had another question that I wanted to ask you, and I couldn't remember what it was. But Raw was like an NXT showcase. It was pretty good. Thomas, he just brought up the Instagram, and it came up. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. And he said it twice, so I would just like to address it. He just brought it up, and you heard it on his microphone. Listen, sometimes you just gotta say. So, I don't know, man. I ate dinner before this. I was like, we're gonna go 2 hours, and it's fine. But I'm trying
You
to
ate
think if
dinner?
there's anything else. Huh?
You ate dinner?
I ate dinner at 5:30,
Oh my god!
like a
I'll be like you when
maniac,
I grow
like a 55-year-old man.
up.
Oh my goodness. Um, Damian Priest, you think we're gonna get a lengthy title run out of him?
I think you have to, right? Like, I think if you want to maintain the credibility of that title, Seth. I mean, Seth he was already Hall of Fame bound, I think, but he definitely solidified his first ballot while working Hall. Like, he is the Bret Hart. He is the Macho Man. He is the glue in these generations that is holding the roster together. It all connects to Seth Rollins in some way, some form, some fashion, and it's beautiful to see. So yeah, man. I think in order to honor that, you have to have him have some. I mean, at least 6 months, right? Like,
I would think, yeah.
over, yeah, at least 6 months. And maybe we do something at Survivor Series or Rumble or something.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. I don't really have anything else that I want to address.
Lord of
Yeah,
mercy,
what the hell? That was
Lord of
when she
mercy.
showed up on McAfee, I went, "What?" Like, where did
Yeah.
this long hair come from?
I like I said on Twitter, Buddy Murphy wins at life, and there's an evergreen tweet. It is evergreen.
Yeah,
E- Evergreen.
absolutely. Did you see the video of Starks going crazy when Cody won?
I
Freaking
did.
cra-
I did see it. I did see it. It's
Loved
it's
it.
dope, man. Like, it's I didn't want Cody to win because I wanted the record, and I thought Roman deserved that record. I thought
Yeah, this is
it's
something we haven't
once,
spoken about.
yeah, it's a once in a lifetime thing, and I thought, we're here, why not do it? We could pay it off even bigger at MSG, or even next year Mania, whatever the case may be. But it didn't have to be then. But that was no discredit to what he's been doing
Yeah,
and the work he's put in, and what he believes professional wrestling is, and how he wants to tell stories, and the love and passion for he has. Yada yada. Like, yeah, man, I support that, man. Um, but Roman, man, like, hey, when I say we should hang, I tweeted we should hang his vest up in the Raptors after all the numbers came out. Like, this man is genuinely the greatest of all time. Like, he's lifted up more people than anyone in professional wrestling. When I talk about everything connects back to Seth Rollins, everything everything stands under the tree of Roman Reigns. Like, everything. All we could go down those main events and we could talk about how it touched Roman Reigns. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I'm sorry, all the events, all the headlines, all the matches, right? And no one's ever done that. No one.
And to Dylan's point, I feel like that. Like, I get that they were making sure we knew that, but it felt like that was going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
Like, the other thing is now not going to happen ever.
Right.
So it feels weird. I guess my question to you is, why do you think it didn't happen? Because we were literally 4 months away from it happening.
I think, well, one, so in the press box, I was like, he's not going. I was steadfast. And then they were like, well, it's his last chance to win. They said if he doesn't win now, then he's never getting another title shot. I'm like, when did they say that? Like I missed that part of a promo. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean he said that? So then I instantly know, I'm like,
The Rock said that.
so that's what I instantly knew. Cody's winning. And I think when you look at the grand scheme of things, and WWE has never had a white meat baby face this hot in a long time. I'm talking before, like
since
he's
Daniel
hotter
Bryan.
than Cena. I mean, well, yeah, but it wasn't even for a long time, right? Like we got to think of Daniel Bryan's run. It was the Wrestlemania was a couple of months, and then he instantly gets injured and falls. Yeah, and that was my biggest. I kept asking everybody that. I said, where does he go after this? Where does he? And I said, where does Rose go? Like where? And they were like, I mean, there's tons of people. I'm like, name them. Name the top heels right now. Like you're gonna have. Are you gonna turn Randy, and then you're gonna sacrifice Randy for the Rollins story, or you're gonna, because he can't lose a belt, he can't lose a title anytime soon, because it'll diminish the 100 and whatever the 1600 day reign, 13 dead, whatever it was, is gonna diminish that. So he can't just lose. So where does he go, right? And I just think you hold off a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer now. Just a little bit longer. Yeah,
So
and
go ahead,
bro. That documentary.
Oh, the doc. So you know what I think, Neeson? I think the reason we didn't get him beating the Hogan streak is because we have literally every legend on tape for the rest of time saying that Roman Reigns is the greatest to ever do it. And I think maybe at some point Roman was supposed to win this, and then logically they looked at it and said, we cannot do this 2 years in a row, no matter how funny it would be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I think Roman, the man put in work. Like, and I know we joke about him not showing up to work, and people joke about all these things, but everything is connected to that man. He is literally the greatest, bro. Like, I can't say enough things about. We're gonna look back. I know we were on this show years ago talking about how good Roman is, right? Like, when it was people were booing him out of buildings, and it was like, hey man, I stand by Roman. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, he hasn't had a bad match. He's killing it with AJ Styles. He's killing it with John Cena. He's killing it with anyone you put him in a ring with. And
this was before Tribal Chief.
Before Tribal Chief.
Tribal Chief.
This is we're talking gray-eyed. We're talking gray-eyed Roman Reigns when he was fighting the League of Nations, right? Like,
oh my lord, yeah.
Man, right?
Hey, Sheamus is coming back. That's great. Just thought you said League of Nations, so I'm excited for him to come back. Anyway,
he is coming back. Yeah, it's I just know I could talk on and on about Roman Reigns, but I think now we could tell the story of the Mad King, and I am here for it. This is a story I wanted last year. The man loses, and he just goes ape shit crazy. Anyone and everyone could get it, right? And it's no one that could hold him back anymore, because who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? No one. Not no one.
So yeah, I'm very interested because Roman did post a video earlier today of him on the treadmill. I think it said day 1, right?
He said yesterday I mourned. Day 1. Today is day 1.
So I'm very he has to. Do you think he's on SmackDown?
Of course.
What do you think? I'm just like, I'm very interested, and that's great because that's what wrestling should do, is make me think, okay, well, now what is going to happen? What does Roman Reigns look like now without the title? But yeah, I'm very interested.
I would think he's on SmackDown in some way. If not, I'm understandable. But what does Roman Reigns look out without the title? I think that's what we get, man. I think that's the Mad King. Like, who is he? Is he Brock Lesnar? He's gonna come and beat the shit out of, because that means Cody has to be on SmackDown. Like,
Yeah.
SmackDown is Cody's show now, right?
Yep.
So unless they flip it,
No, I think he's on SmackDown.
and then
though.
Netflix is in January, so this roster is gonna last till January. I mean, it's gonna last, to Netflix. So we're gonna start seeing Raw in January on that. Like, what is that? What is that lineup gonna look like? Who are they gonna want on the first episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix? And we'll start seeing that at the end of this month.
It's exciting.
What a time!
What a time indeed. Yeah, the draft, Thomas, the draft at the end of the month. We have NXT superstars declaring. I think people that have signed who aren't anywhere should also declare for the draft. I think that would be very, very cool.
Breaking news, guys.
Too.
I want to declare for the WWE draft.
Are you declaring for the draft?
I'm declaring for the draft. I thought long and hard, and I would like to take my talents to Stamford, Connecticut, and to the TKO,
TKO, yes,
Endeavor, and maybe even work my way to being on a board of directors. But I would like to declare first my time, my talents, and my future to the WWE draft. Thank you for your time.
Smooths. No, he is not.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That doesn't answer your question. No, he is not a free agent. And he won't be for 3 years. Yeah.
Weed is legal in WWE now. Needs to declare. Well, I mean, quiet as kept. Weed has been legal in WWE for quite some time, but
All right. Well, this has been a good show. Everyone, I just want to say professional wrestling is great. No matter what you're watching, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you're enjoying it and not trying to ruin anybody else's fun by showing
don't yuck their yum.
By showing security footage on your television.
Oh God.
We're not getting into it. I just
you want to get into it? This is what I'd say. The only thing I'm going to say, guys, professional wrestling is the only place you can watch millionaires fight back and forth with their companies, and no one's the wiser. And it's entertainment to us. It's like a rich man's Hunger Games, like we're just watching these rich people go back and forth, and we're like, oh man, that's cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch AEW regardless. I really think what they've said is we're gonna show you the footage, but they haven't said what footage they're showing you. We're just all assuming it's going to be that footage, and I don't think it's going to be that footage.
What they said. So this came out in the midst of all this.
We're getting into it.
In the midst of this press room, and apparently it's real footage of All In and an altercation. So apparently it's Jack Perry's footage. It's not Tony Khan. It's not Tony Khan footage. It's not Tony Khan.
It's not security footage.
So it's not footage of Tony Khan being threatened.
No. I know that.
Yeah. No, but saying like the footage is. Yeah, it's him going at Jack Perry.
It's Phil putting him in the chokehold and it being reversed immediately or something, right?
Apparently. So we'll see what it is. but apparently it is
massive-
real, and apparently it's not a false leading or anything like that. So
A massive dip from what? Like it's. I mean, we already know there's like, guys. Oh man. Oh, I'm just so tired. I'm so tired again. Not of Phil. I'm just so tired of.
I don't know, man. Phil is great. Phil's doing a great job. He's over there fucking ending shows off.
Yeah, waving
telling
his arms
stories
around.
about
Hopefully
living in
his arm doesn't fall off while he's doing that.
helping out Jey Uso. It's great. Wrestling is great. Wrestling is the best. Professional wrestling. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Besides the Lakers getting into the playoffs, baby. Let's go.
We're not talking about the interview. I literally can. I told a friend 2 days ago, I need you to stop texting me about CM Punk. Period. End of sentence. We have to end this because I can't do this. I can't. My blood
I was
pressure.
just making sure I
cannot
wasn't
handle
the French. I was making sure I
it.
wasn't,
Wasn't
the friend
me,
you're
folks.
texting.
This has been a great show where we didn't talk about anything that really didn't matter.
CM Punk matters.
Where can everybody find you on the internet?
They can find me under the Second City Saints, under the Voice of the Voiceless, under the Straight Edge Society, under the man, the myth, the legend, that can look into my eyes and tell me what you see, Pingle. Come on, Pingle. Finish it with me.
Is what I see. Fucking CM Punk fucking Mark, who fucking just sucks this dude's dick every chance everybody get. Oh, Phil, thank you, Phil. Thank you so much. You're so great. Oh, who gives a shit? Fuck. Jesus Christ. Man, it's just fucking wild. It's just fucking absolutely wild.
He's back home, Pingle. He's back home.
He's back home. Fucking dead in the eyes, cutting that fucking promo.
Because he's not about making friends, it's about making money.
I know, we get it. We understand that. We absolutely understand that. I told a friend today, I just want to watch wrestling. I just want to watch wrestling. I don't want to have to go on Twitter and be like, oh, you can only like WWE or AEW, and that's it. You have to pick a side. Here's your form. It's so fucking annoying. The internet, Twitter is the most fucking annoying place on fucking earth, where everyone just like anytime, oh, Tony Khan, he's going to be so mad. Oh, CM Punk got him again. Oh, Triple H said something. Oh, what's Tony Khan going to do? I just want to watch wrestling. Fuck.
Yo, I have legit tears in my eyes right now.
I just hate that every time this happens, I feel like I'm yelling at Neeson, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. I don't want to yell at my friend.
It's okay, man. You're not yelling at me. You're yelling at
dude.
You're yelling at the people.
So hard. It's just so hard every day. Every day. Oh, what a loser Tony Khan is. Oh boy, what a complete idiot. I'm not gonna go live when they show the footage because I fucking barely care. I barely care. I just want to watch wrestling. That's all I want to do. But every time one of these fucks does something, somebody's got to message me and be like, oh, he's so smart. Oh, he's such an idiot. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Don't care. I'm just going to fucking go on WrestleUniverse.com and watch Japanese commentary so I don't have to listen to anybody say anything fucking stupid. Oh, no, is Camilla in here? Oh, Camilla. I'm sorry. No, she had a rough morning. And Henson's over here.
She's like,
he had a shot this morning. Where are you, bud? Hi, bud. She's fine.
are you fine? That is the
I don't
question.
know, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like, oh man, I had a weekend.
We broke through the levee. We broke the levee. It all spilled.
These last 10 minutes were more entertaining. I just wish I was not in this spot with him. I just want to be like, that's great. Good for you.
But
that's where I want to be, but for some reason I just can't get there. Is there a wrestling therapist? Is there a person who
step into my office, man? Let's talk about it. Like,
and you know
why?
what? You know what the other thing is? I thought that we had gotten past this. With the whole I'm tired, I'm so tired of Phil, where I talked for 45 minutes that one time. And then afterwards I was like, I feel better. And then I was good. I was good for months. And then he goes on this fucking show with this fucking Mark who clearly doesn't like AEW at all, whatever his fucking name is. So it's like, it's already like, who gives a shit, because this guy's not going to be impartial at all. And just, oh, well, I got to ask you about this because I'm a fucking journalist.
I have to ask before you continue. Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing. No.
Okay.
Because I literally saw that man go, oh, I did that interview with him and I wasn't in fear for my life. I'm like, okay, well, why would I watch this? Because clearly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's his name. Ariel Wani. Is it Ariel? I would normally suggest you to watch the interview. I as a person that is once liked, to be brutally, like, I liked AEW and I liked the photo. I feel like they lost their way and just it's not a growing thing to me. It's a thing that's gonna be there and I could jump in and jump out. I don't have to watch it. It's nothing that makes me want to watch it. And it's not my normal routine to watch it live every week. But to be able to watch that interview and being a CM Punk fan, but also we talked about, like, I didn't like what CM Punk was doing, right? Like, I didn't to be a fan. It was weird. So
it's weird, right?
It was weird. So, but I'm very impartial, but I do love the moments that he brings if it's genuine moments that CM Punk could bring. I think is great for professional wrestling.
Yes, I agree.
And I think that interview showed two things to me. One, that he never belonged in AEW. He is the person AEW was made for CM Punk when he walked out of WWE. CM
Correct.
Punk now is not made for AEW. And I think he realized that of like, okay, well, I'm a professional wrestler that is been a sports entertainer that sees something that's good and I want to make it great. And when you do that, when you see somebody that has potential and you want them to be great, you cannot force them to do anything. They have to want it. And in this case, they is all of AEW. They have to want to be great. They're comfortable with being good. But you, a person that is great, cannot force good to be great. And that's when things clash. And that's what I got from that interview, because he talks about how I have a way of doing things. They didn't have a way of doing things. And there was no structure in a way to do things. So I will be quiet and not do things until people will come to me and say, hey, I need you to do this thing because nobody else is going to do this thing. And instead of Tony Khan saying, this is the structure it's going to be, you were letting the boys police the boys, but the boys couldn't police the boys if the boy, like if they were just boys, right? So it was a good interview in that sense, because I see, and Harani was asking all the right questions. Like, he wasn't dancing around things. He was, being straight up. So is it this? Is it this? What about NDAs? Oh, so there's no NDA to the Perry fight. Like, you could talk about this. You could do this. You could do that. And asking him straight up. And I think, things could have been solved with a conversation, but things got, chosen, right? Like things.
I think what
So,
bothers me the most about this is this is one person's side of the story.
yes.
I think that's what bothers me the most about it. And I think what bothers me is everyone's like, well, CM Punk said it, so it must be true. Voice of the voiceless. He's the guy.
Yeah.
It's just very like weird.
Yeah. That's what people are gonna like. That's just, if Tony said something, it was like, it must be true, right? Like, remember, people were like,
well, I don't think anyone will believe anything that Tony Khan says now because
well,
Punk said
it. Well, I think it's certain things that Punk says.
That's the aura. That feels like the aura that everyone is giving off. Is he's a liar, and
that's a certain group of people. That's a certain group of people, right? I think it depends on a certain timeline, right? Like, I think it does, like, because on my timeline, it's very 50-50. It's very like, I wouldn't say it's 50-50. Let me not lie. I say it's very like, we believe Punk, we don't believe Punk. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Tony Khan has a leadership problem.
Oh, yes.
And so, but I'm saying, like, that's the like, what do we do here? Like, how, okay, we could or could not believe Punk, whatever the case is, but we do believe this. And I think that's the energy you're feeling, is like that leadership issue. And however that's going to get checked, whether it was Daniel Bryan, whatever, like, it's hard to check that in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Like, you have to check it through actions. You have to check it through incidents not happening, through people, resign, through, like, it has to be checked through time. And that's just going to take time to rebuild. So, what is it?
I just also think that's a lot of people.
That's a fucking lot.
When was the last time they saw that rating?
I mean, 20,000 people are in the arena. Fuck that. Like, when was the last time they never had that? No, that was the biggest Raw
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Like, bought tickets.
I
Like,
think I think just the because I do think he's a good interviewer, and I have watched a bunch of his interviews. His comment about, "Oh, well, I just interviewed him. I didn't feel threatened for my life," solidifies to me
yeah.
that that guy will never get he will never use his platform to get the other side of the story because he
Yeah, but
doesn't
he
care.
also doesn't like. Remember, he Tony Khan doesn't mess with him either, right?
Right.
Like he does because he went on there and he kept like. I think
Did
that was the
Tony
show
Khan
he kept.
was he on that show?
I think he kept like dodging. I think that was the one he kept dodging the question. Like, I can't answer that. Like, I can't answer that. When they did, they did the fucking tennis joint, not last year, but the year before last. The Arthur Ashe.
He wasn't even in studio with him.
No, he was on virtual. Tony was on the show. Yeah, that's why he doesn't like him, because he kept dodging the shit. Like, he kept, I won't answer that. I can't answer
Was
that. I
this
know you have to
before or
ask, but
after?
this was after.
This
Oh, you
was
mean after
after
what?
the Punk thing?
Oh, no, this is before the Punk thing. This is before.
Sorry, now that I say that, there are multiple Punk things.
Oh, yeah.
Is this Brawl Out?
I think this is this has to be Brawl Out.
So, I mean, nobody can talk about Brawl Out, it seems. So was he mad that he wasn't giving him a scoop?
No, but the way, like, the interview was really weird. I don't know. I remember it now. Tony interview was hella weird. Hella like, okay, if you don't want to answer that, this, and he would just be like, yeah, so the show he basically spent the whole time just saying the show at whatchamacallit. Like, it felt like Tony was coming in with a preconceived notion about Ariel Helwani. And Ariel Helwani was coming in doing the same thing he did with Punk. Of like, and same thing he does with everybody. He's very like direct and like, hey, I have to ask these questions. Don't get mad, but blah. Like, and it was just like, no. Tune in to Wednesday. Like, that was basically the whole interview. So yeah, I forgot all about that till you brought it up. Yeah, so I could see why Ariel Helwani was like, he could, he does his little jabs and shit.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I say. What I say, just watch the, just watch the interview.
I mean, everyone in, I don't know if any of them are still here. They were like, "Are you watching it? Are you watching it?" I'm like, "I don't care." Like, I don't care. And then they're like, "Oh my god, he's talking about it," and I went, "Oh god, okay."
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's all I would say, But look, we've been on for an hour and 30, and I haven't eaten. This is what happens. We gotta plan these things. If we're gonna eat together, yeah. Like, if just, hey, are you eating before? No, not. Shout out to Bob's Burgers.
Oh, cool. Oh, did you buy that at the WonderCon?
WonderCon, yeah.
All right, everybody, let's get out of here so Neeson can eat dinner and I can apologize to my dogs. Neeson, where can everybody find you on the internets?
Stay Fly Life, or if you're not following us on THS Wrestling, make sure you follow us on THS Wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. And you can find me everywhere at JP Thrice. MLB The Show 24 sucks. I just thought I would say that on record. It is a very bad game. And yeah.
Shout out to Lexi from 2K, by the way. We're gonna do
I
some
mean,
work.
could you talk to Lexi about possibly buying the rights
sure.
to MLB so I don't have to fucking deal with these clowns anymore?
Absolutely. I will definitely do
Thank
that.
you. That would be great. That would be amazing. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. THS Wrestling on Instagram. Make sure you check us out over there. But most importantly, that show.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. Drink more water. Drink more water.